What's up, solar nerds? I'm back. Thought today maybe we could do a little safety video, see what kind of safety things we might have in play here. I don't know about you, but when I put all this stuff together and I start thinking about, wow, there's a lot of power there. What happens if it goes wrong? You know? So I got a few different things. You probably recognize these. We got these Class T fuses here in line with each of the batteries. So you should probably know. I think they are 250 amp, I believe. But you know, that's something you definitely want to have in line. Those are great to have. And then I also have these 200 amp breakers, and these are DC breakers. You got to make sure you get a DC breaker. AC breakers don't work the same. So these are nice because I can manually turn them off and on. If I hit the button there, it'll, you know, cut the power. So that's one way to separate the inverters from the batteries quickly. Some other things that I've done, I actually 3D print, and I bought these Blue Sea bus bars, but they didn't have any covers available for them. So I mean, that's an accident waiting to happen, if you ask me. So I actually printed these covers on my 3D printer, and they just push over top of the outer edges there. Ooh, some stink bugs in there. Jeez, that's gross. Get out of there. See? So nice and cozy in there, I guess, huh? Anyway, so these pop right on. I just push them on. And then I also made these terminal covers. So these batteries, most of these batteries come like this. So I 3D printed these guys, and they're actually pretty cool because you can just pop them over the, oops, did that backwards. Pop it over the cable, and then they press down perfectly over there. So you've got no access. I even did a 90-degree one, well, 45, I guess, if you want to call it that, 45-degree one for the shorter cable. So can't touch it, can't drop a wrench on top of it or something like that as easily. I'm not going to say can't, but as easily. So you always want to think about that kind of stuff. You don't want any sort of bare metal exposed. You don't want to be able to accidentally touch a positive and a negative. I mean, that would be disaster with this kind of power. So I've got those things going. You may have seen some of these other things that I've got. This is a fire extinguishing ball. It's actually pretty cool. Now I may have, you know, I could probably pick better places to put these, but these are pretty cool. I'm going to show you how they work, actually. Let me just move this around here. Let's see if I can get this going for you. Check this out. So just toss them into a fire or get flames on them, and they will explode and cover the area in a powder. So I mean, they have different sizes and things. They put them in cars and stuff like that, but you get the idea. Another thing, I mean, big thing about that to me is I'm going to hear that go off if I'm in the house. Plus, that might give me a little more time. I'm not saying that it's going to definitely put out a fire, but it's another layer. One other thing that I have is one of these Nest smoke detector, smoke and carbon monoxide. These are pretty cool. As far as, keeping me in the know. So let's check this out. I've got this right here. So it says, entryway is okay. I can go in and I can look. Oops, I don't need to look at that. You can look at me. Hey. So it tells you, okay, Wednesday, Tuesday, each day it runs tests and it tells you, yes, everything was okay. If it had an issue, it would let you know. You can also come in here and do some tests. So if I come over here and I click this button here, and it says, hey, make sure you're near it. I hit continue here, and it'll connect to it. And now it's going to go off and check everything.
Testing smoke. Testing carbon monoxide. Just a moment.
So it runs through all these little tests, and it does this automatically too, like on a regular basis, but this is all connected to my phone. If it senses something and I'm not home, it's going to alert me on my phone, so I can have that peace of mind. And eventually it's going to just finish its tests here and then tell me that it's done. Just keep an eye on the app. See, there it goes. Everything is okay. So that's basically it. I just wanted to do a quick, little safety video. You definitely need to have breakers. You definitely need to have fuses. More is better. You don't want to get yourself caught, with something that's hardwired. I mean, if I hardwired these batteries directly into that inverter and something got away, I mean, those those cables are not going to melt. And these batteries will do 200 amps without triggering. I mean, they have breakers on them and they will shut off. I have seen them shut off if they pull too much, but there's always a possibility of a situation that you didn't expect. So why not go overkill? Your family is in this house. You definitely want to do everything you can. So that's it for now. We'll have more cool videos coming soon. You stay classy, solar nerds.